Welcome, my friends. Thank you for joining me for this episode today. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update. I'm camping outside of Oatman, between Oatman and Lake Havasu City in Arizona. So let's roll the intro and get into it. I want to show you first sort of where I'm camped, sort of an interesting spot. I really like it here. Sun's just about to set. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is my trailer here. I've got the deck set up with a chair. It's absolutely spectacular sitting out here in the mornings, in the evenings. Just absolutely love this view out the back here. All these wonderful mountains here. I'm going to do a short hike up to the top of this hill and show you sort of how beautiful this area is. This hillside is just littered with all of these volcanic rocks just scattered about here. I think at some point they might have had an eruption nearby, maybe hundreds of thousands of years ago, maybe 500 years ago. Who knows? But anyway, it's quite the interesting thing. You've got to be very careful how you walk here so you don't twist an ankle. All right, I'm up this hill here. It's absolutely gorgeous as the sun's setting, a little bit short of breath. You can see off in the distance my trailer and my rig down there. Absolutely gorgeous here. It's the next day. Today I thought I would take a short drive up to Oatman and show you, as the viewers, what that's like. If you've never been there and you're in the area, I think it's probably worth a drive to see it one time. It's probably not a repeat thing unless you want to take friends there. It's sort of a tourist attraction on Route 66. Let's hop in the truck and drive up there. It's about 15-20 minutes north of here. I'm approaching Oatman now. This is the edges of the city, and as you can see, traffic is stopped here. Well, what do we have? A bunch of burros. These are donkeys, and they are the local attraction, and they're definitely not afraid of vehicles. This guy is coming right up to my window, and I think he wants food. That's my guess anyway. So the big attraction here is the burros, as you can see, and there should be a bunch inside the town as you get closer. Here you can see somebody feeding one of them right out of the vehicle. And this is Oatman proper here, just entering into the downtown area. Off to the right is the general parking lot. It's the weekend, so today should be one of the busiest days, especially given that we have really great weather today. So I'm going to go up here and find a spot to park. I've been to Oatman a couple of times in the past. I lived in Las Vegas in the 90s and made a couple of trips out to Havasu, and so I came to Oatman then. And then recently I was here back again. As you can see, there's a bunch of souvenir shops here as you leave the parking lot area. It's primarily a tourist attraction city here, or small town. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that Oatman at one time was sort of a mining town back in the 1800s, or at least originally settled for that and then shut down at some point in time, and then resurgence with the tourist attractions. Oatman is probably only 3 blocks long like that, and on both sides of the street there's tourist attractions, souvenir shops. I think there's 1 or 2 restaurants, a small old hotel here, a few other things. Let's go look around. Apparently you can buy burro food here for $1. Tour buses make their ways up here. And walking around in the center of the street, you have the burros, and they're being fed by the local tourists. Oatman is set right next to these beautiful rocky mountains up here. You can see the sandstone up in the distance, and then right at the base of it is Oatman. Back over this way is the burro barn and a very, very small mine shaft. I don't know if this is a real thing or just a tourist attraction or both. Burro barn this way. There's an old saloon up here. My father worked in the mining industry for many, many years, actually pretty much his entire adult life. And when I was about 18 or 19, just out of high school, I spent about 5 or 6 months working in a mine shop and yard, and also spent one summer working in a mine down in New Mexico. And I was doing preparation for reactivating the mine and getting it ready for the miners to come in. So we're putting in rails for the cars and leveling the lot and setting it up for power and water and stuff like that. Here's some more of the main street. You can see the little gift shops here alongside. One of the interesting things I remember is that most of the stores have open doors, and these burros walk inside the stores, and the store owners have squirt guns, and they squirt the burros, and the burros run away.
Not show fear.
You notice a lot of these ATVs that are very, very large, I guess they call them side-by-sides, driving around. In Arizona, these are legal to drive on the streets and the highways. You just have to get them licensed and inspected, but it's legal here. One of the reasons I wanted to come up here on the weekend is because in the past, on the weekends in the afternoons, they would have gun shows, gunfights, like a dueling kind of thing, two cowboys, having a shootout. And they would do that like every hour or two or something like that. So I'm hoping today, crossing fingers, that we get to see that. One of the things I remember from last time I was here is stopping at the local hotel. Very small hotel here, but it's supposedly famous, sort of like an Elvis slept here. Clark Gable and his wife spent their honeymoon here at it. And so inside they have like a big placard and some old newspaper clippings and stuff like that. So sort of interesting trivia. Not that impressive to me, but then again, I've seen a lot of places Elvis slept here or famous movie stars, yada yada. So, but you can check it out. Might be something interesting you'd enjoy. I just talked to one of the locals, and they're telling me in about 10 minutes one of the gunfights is going to be happening. So I'm going to try to catch that on video for you.
Here in a few minutes, we're going to be doing a gunfight right out here in the middle of the street. But first, we're going to fire off a shot. Let everybody in town know we're getting ready to do something. Gunfight's been going on in this town for about 50 years now, and all the gunfight groups have pretty much done it for the very same reason, and that's for your entertainment. Hope it brings you to town.
Are you ready?
Of course I'm ready.
Well, I'm ready.
What are you doing?
I'm dodging your bullet. Sounds fair to me. I'm gonna shoot you back first.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here you go.
Well, there you have it. Gunfight in the middle of Oatman. Quite the entertainment. These guys are hilarious. Just really great. Another thing interesting is a lot of car clubs come up here. So on the weekends, and motorcycle clubs, they like to come up here. I saw Corvettes earlier, and now I think we've got Mustangs. Bunch of Mustangs, I think, from the local Mustang club here. Very nice cars, all decked out. You'll find a place like Oatman to come visit. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Savor the moment, and I'll see you in a future episode.